Excuse me, sir. Hey, fellas. Hey, hey, number 7, Drew. How do you say his last name?
She'll tell you. Joswack. His mother.
Okay, Joswack. I just wanted to make sure I said Joswack.
Joswack.
Huh?
Joswack.
Joswack. Okay.
Same thing for us.
There you go. Is your boy quarterbacking?
My son's
I know that. Vera, is he quarterbacking?
Yeah, I like your Raiders.
Yes, thank you. We've met. I've seen the tattoo.
Oh,
He's looking at his jacket. That's my best friend.
Good evening and welcome to beautiful Janaden Hutton and the campus of Indian Valley High School to Brotherhood Stadium for tonight's Division IV Region 15 semifinals. It's the Final Four between your Meadowbrook Colts and the St. Clairsville Red Devils. For the lovely and effervescent Shylin Costello producing the show, Caleb Graham on the sidelines taking our action shots. I'm merely Tom Strasser, and I'm truly honored to be joined by my sidekick, a man who needs no introduction, but we'll give him one anyway. He is the voice of Ohio high school football, the one and only D-Train, Darren McCullough. And Train, I said Division IV, Region 15 semifinals, Meadowbrook at St. Clairsville. It sounds like we've done this before.
Yeah, people not too long ago, the same two teams hooked up in the regional semifinals last year, and obviously it was a great start for Meadowbrook, but a bad finish. Jumped down to a 28-0 lead, and unfortunately ended up falling 42-28 to St. Clairsville. And we could have a rematch possibly next week, as St. Clairsville went on to face Bloom Carroll the next week for a regional title, and I believe Bloom Carroll knocked St. Clairsville off in that game, as the other semifinal game has Bloom Carroll and Heath battling out. We'll try to give updates throughout the night on that contest as well.
And Train, St. Clairsville won the toss. They elected to defer, take the ball the second half. It will be Meadowbrook football to start. And St. Clairsville, they've got a very good field goal kicker and kickoff man as well.
Yeah, the Otto kid's a pretty good kicker slash kickoff specialist for St. Clairsville. And obviously they deferred to the second half, but if you ask Coach Norman, he wants that. He wants to go out and get the ball first and get on the scoreboard first and build that momentum for the Colts.
And it's Caden Casey and Cam Morrison back for Meadowbrook. Thanks for joining us here on KGP TV. And here's a squib kick. It will be fielded by Morrison at about the 11. He'll get over to 20, over to 25 to about the 27-yard line, where it'll be first down for Meadowbrook. Train quickly. You want to run through the offensive starters.
Okay, for Meadowbrook offensively, you're going to have left tackle Chucky Dyer, left guard Zayden Eagle, center Bailey Kuhn, right guard Hayden Loy, and at right tackle Joel Wagon. Your receivers are Hunter Eubanks, Romeo Dorsey, Ty Griffin, and Damon Launder, excuse me. And running back Caden Casey, and of course the gunslinger Josh Hupp's going to be taking the snaps for the Colts.
And Meadowbrook could be getting back one of their playmakers back tonight, as under pressure is Hupp. He's got running room, as he will get over the 30 to about the 38, about a gain of 8. And we could see Brady McManaway and expect to see him back after missing quite a few games.
Good athletic move there by Hupp. It looked like he was going to kind of be stuck in the pocket, but he bounced out there and got to the outside and picked up a gain of 7. Turned what looked like a negative play into a positive play as he hands it off here.
Yeah, and that's going to be Casey. He's going to be stood up short for the first down. Train, you want to give a quick shout-out to the Red Devil defense.
Okay, this Red Devil defense there giving up about 15 points a game, so it's going to be a nice little battle to watch here between the Colts offense and their defense. Run a 4-3 with Jaden Zebs and Drew Joswack as your defensive ends. J.R. Adams, Mason McCourt as the tackles, and we'll give the other ones as a handoff here is going to be short. And that was Bop on the carry for the Colts.
Yeah, and you were getting to the linebacker.
Well, they're going to say he's first down. He got through, but they drove him backwards. So,
all right, so you mentioned the linebackers, or was getting ready to. Brennan Stout, their outstanding middle linebacker, was there on the tackle. We'll give you the rest of the defense here for the Red Devils after Meadowbrook picks up their first down. Pass out to the flats. It is caught by Eubanks, but he's out of bounds. You want to give the linebackers in secondary.
And that was Logan Shields on the tackle for Red Devils there. At corner, you got Jaron Starks and Colin Oberdick, and then your safeties are Andrew Vera and Carson Woodford.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 10 for Meadowbrook, just underway here. Winner of this game will advance to the regional finals.
I thought Meadowbrook got a little bit of yards on that play, but they're going to say 2nd and 10.
Yeah, they ruled it incomplete.
Oh, they ruled it incomplete.
And here's a late flag. Yeah, they're going to say the pass was completed,
Okay.
but his foot was came down out of bounds. And here's an ineligible receiver downfield, so that's the first penalty of the game.
Now this is a big decision here. Do you accept the 5 yards, or do you take a 3rd and 10, 2nd and 15 or 3rd and 10? And Coach McLean's going to decline that one as an incomplete pass.
And those linebackers for the Red Devils, Alston Porter, number 10, Brennan Stout, 34, and Logan Shields, 14.
Now that's something to watch there. I mean, that was a quick slant. The lineman didn't have much time to get up the field from Meadowbrook on that RPO. If the officials are going to call that play as tight as they're going to, the RPO game may not be as successful as it has been the past 2 weeks for the Colts.
Pass over the middle, it is caught!
That's Ty Griffin on a big post route there for the Colts. Moving the sticks big time on that one. We're going to have a 33-yard gain.
And St. Clairsville, they came with the blitz. And the line was able to give Hupp time to deliver. That was pretty good coverage by the Red Devils, but that was a perfect strike. So Meadowbrook.
Yeah, missile of a pass from Hupp there.
1st and 10 at the Red Devil 30. Hupp looking long.
Looking
for Flowers. It is incomplete.
And you remember in the pregame show, Coach Norman said that Kale Flowers was going to be involved more in the offense. He's kind of got that cast shortened up a little bit more, can kind of move those fingers a little bit better.
Yeah, and I believe that was Oberdick in coverage.
Talk about one big play receiver going up against another. Oberdick on the other side.
Yeah, we will hear his name on both sides. And here's a handoff up the middle. Gain of about 2.
That was Bop.
And it was Stout on the tackle. So Meadowbrook, 3rd down. We'll call it 8.
So another big 3rd and long here for the Colts. Last one on 3rd and 10, converted a big 33-yard pass.
Ball.
Now here, it's a lot different situation. This is probably 4-down territory for the Colts.
Absolutely. Ball to the left of Hupp. He's got time. And pass is high and incomplete.
That was Logan Shields on the breakup, and hey, you got to give that offensive line of Meadowbrook a lot of credit on that play. I mean, there's some tough, tough guys on that front 4 for the Red Devils that they're battling with, but they held their own, gave Hupp time to try to complete the pass.
Yeah, that was Eubanks, the intended receiver. So now it's going to be 4th down and 8. Dorsey checking in.
So it looks like it's going to be an empty backfield as Dorsey checked in for Bob. So maybe expect a little fade route to Dorsey. They like throwing that jump ball to him.
Yeah, 5 receivers. Hubb's got running room, but he's going to throw it, and it's going to be incomplete. And that was a good decision for Hupp. He had running room, but he wasn't going to get the first.
Yeah, I believe Shields was charging at him, and he knew he had to take a shot at throwing it down the sideline. So definitely early on, the velocity's coming out of Hupp's arm pretty good as he's been zipping it pretty hard.
And when we talk about we'll give the Red Devil offense after this play, big change, starting quarterback.
Yeah, last week, their starting quarterback for St. C, the seasick boy, hurt his ankle, and unfortunately he's not going to be able to play tonight as Andrew Vera, the junior, or should I say Andrew Raider Nation Vera. I know
yes.
We met his dad earlier as a huge Raiders fan like yourself, so he's fired up and he wanted us to make sure we announced it that way, and we're always willing to please.
Yeah, Sefcik, that's a tough break for them, but Vera capable of coming in, and handoff will go to Jordan for the Red Devils. And we'll look to give you their starters here after this play as they're going to go quickly.
And obviously, you're going to hear Jacob Jordan's name called a lot. He's their primary ball carrier. I mean, he's got over 1,400 yards rushing on the season, 24 touchdowns, close to 1,500 yards rushing. So definitely probably the number one threat in this St. Clairsville offense.
5'7", 170-pound senior. He gets it there, and he's got a big hole that closes quickly, though. And I believe that was Flowers who got the initial hit there, so it's a 3rd down and 6. Just underway here from beautiful Brotherhood Stadium on the campus of Indian Valley High School.
Yeah, the first year this field has been open, definitely a real nice facility.
And they are hosting this game tonight and then tomorrow night. Barnesville and Fort Fry hook up in the semifinals. Vera's going to keep it. Can he get to the first down?
Wow.
He can, and there's a face mask.
Yep. I mean, you got to give Vera, that was a lot of hard-nosed running for that young man. And unfortunately, the Colts got a little bit of face mask when they brought him down.
And I believe that's going to be the 15-yard. No, it's going to be just 5 yards. So they just got a tug, but you're right. Vera was hit short of the first down, but was able to break the tackle.
And credit Meadowbrook, they got in the backfield. They won the line of scrimmage there. It's just Vera made a great play. You got to tip your hat to the young man if you're the Colts defense.
So first down for the Red Devils. Jordan has it off the left side, and he will get over midfield to the 48 and train, we should say, off the left side quite a bit tonight.
Yeah, they got a decent left tackle in Avery Henry. If you didn't know already, he recently committed to The Ohio State University, and he's listed as 6'7", 305 pounds. I've seen 6'6", 320, 5'3", 330. So either way, he's a kid that I'm not going to say mince words with or say anything bad about, because I think he could chew me up and spit me out.
I tell you what, he moves extremely well, and Meadowbrook's going to be called for jumping off sides. It was 2nd and 4, and this should be the free 5 yards, should give St. Clairsville a first down, and they will take it to the Meadowbrook 44-yard line. Vera giving instructions along the line. Low snap. He'll keep it himself. And he'll get to about the 40.
Okay, well, good job there by Vera. Low snap, was able to kind of corral it, fake the handoff, and go.
And how about Brady McManaway in on the tackle for Meadowbrook?
That's always good news for the Colts when they got their leading tackler back on the field, because he's a tackling machine.
And Meadowbrook, I believe Flowers, his cast, he got that all finally.
It looks like he's still got
I think
he might have a different cast on.
Okay.
I think it was white. Now it's orange.
High snap. Jordan is dropped, though.
Deshaun Mayo gets him at the line of scrimmage.
I tell you, you're right. Meadowbrook's defensive line, Coach Norman said they would have to rely on their quickness.
Yeah, they're firing off the ball quick and making some plays.
Just like that, it's 3rd down and 6.
So another 3rd and 6. The last time it was Vera on the keeper and picked up 9, enough for the first down. So St. Clairsville's having to work for every yard, that's for sure, here in the early going.
That's Jaron Starks, the lone receiver to the left.
Screen.
Yes, and it's set up. Let's see if Jordan makes one man miss, and he does. 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Red Devils. And just like that, 40-yard touchdown pass from Andrew Vera to Jacob Jordan. He made 2 guys miss, and he takes it 40 yards to pay dirt.
Well, he showed some elusiveness there. Shifty kid. Kind of broke one tackle early, and then it was just a little juke move, and he was off to the races.
Otto's kick is up, and it is good. 5:18 left here in the opening quarter. St. Clairsville strikes first, and they lead Meadowbrook 7-0. We'll take a timeout and be back for Meadowbrook's second possession of the ball game. Welcome back to Brotherhood Stadium. Vera, the Jordan, 40-yard touchdown pass, and it will be Lucas Otto. So he'll be kicking off. Casey and Morrison back for the Colts, and again, Morrison snags that at about the 7. Over to 20, and he'll get to about the 26-yard line.
Yeah, nice little return there by Morrison. Was able to break a couple tackles before he's taken down. I think St. Clairsville kind of doing a good job, really giving their guys a lot of time to get down there and make plays, as they're kind of skipping it down there a little bit, so to speak.
And that is Bob in the backfield to the left of the outstanding senior quarterback Josh Hupp, and Bob has it. And he is going to be stood up right at the line of scrimmage.
And here's a flag.
A little extracurricular activity going on. That was J.R. Adams and Logan Shields in on the initial hit. Personal foul. So that's going to cost the Red Devils 15 yards.
And as you can tell, Coach McLean's not very happy about it and is taking that player out.
So Meadowbrook will take the 15 and say thank you very much and move it up 1st and 10 at their own 40. Rapidly moving first half. Bob around the left end. He's got running room.
And unfortunately, there's a flag down in the backfield. Bob kind of bust one, finally got a good run, 10 yards, but we're going to have a flag on the Colts.
And it is holding Meadowbrook, so that will back them up 10 yards. It'll be 1st down and 20.
So I promised people updates for the Heath Bloom Carroll game. Well, your update is there's no score with 7:20 remaining in the first quarter. And Bloom Carroll has good field position after a strip sack fumble recovery.
So 3 receivers to the right. Here's a little bubble screen out to Eubanks. He turns the corner. Will get over the 35 to about the 36-yard line. Maybe the 37.
Well, we're going to mark it at 37, so a 7-yard gain on the play.
So that'll make it 2nd and 13. Let's go Thorburn out there in coverage. The sophomore for St. C. St. Clairsville fakes a blitz. They give it to Bop around the left end. He's turned in nicely, and he'll be dropped right at the line of scrimmage.
Give both teams credit, really. I think for the most part, Meadowbrook has dominated the line of scrimmage on the defensive end, and on the other side, I think St. Clairsville's defense has won the battle in the trenches here so far.
Yeah, that was Carson Woodford who came up to apply the hit. So now Meadowbrook facing a 3rd and 13 trying to overcome the first down holding penalty. Flowers out to the right. Meadowbrook still subbing in late here. 5 seconds on the play clock. 2 seconds. Hupp gets it. He's going deep.
Again.
The Flowers. It is incomplete.
Man, Flowers was tracking it well the whole time, just couldn't quite corral it at the end. Good coverage there from number 14. Was it Logan Shields, I believe?
And it was Thoburn again. So they've gone at him twice.
Let's go ahead and we'll give a shout out to our sponsors here after this punt. We got a nice little list of them as
and I believe
Aiden Reese gets a nice bounce here.
Yeah, and you want to keep it away from Oberdick if you're Meadowbrook.
Yeah, he's returned a punt or two for a touchdown this year, and obviously a big play receiver on their team, averaging I think almost 25, if not over 25 yards per reception. So he's a dangerous threat whenever he gets the ball in his hand. So we'll thank our sponsors. We got FMJ Indoor Range, Graham Excavating, Main Screen Printing, G&B Roofing, Downtown Arena, Westfall Services, Stop 9 Church of Christ, King Carpet, Swim Away, Pool and Spa, Box Drop, Byesville, and Black Epperson Funeral Homes. Whew, a lot of them here tonight.
Here comes a little reverse, and that's Oberdick. And boy, does he find another gear as he gets over the 35 to the 38 and trained just as you expected when you were up at KGP World Headquarters breaking down game film. Meadowbrook really loading the box. They know they have to stop the run.
Oh yeah, number one goal for the Colts defense was to stop the run, especially when obviously the very kids got some varsity playing time and can do some things as a quarterback, but when you got a backup quarterback, you want to make him beat you, and obviously they've been running the balls. We're going to have a holding call here on St. Clairsville.
And I believe that was Launder on the tackle for Meadowbrook. So now, yes, the holding call, and that came out immediately.
Now this is pretty big for Meadowbrook because now St. Clairsville is playing behind the sticks. They got a first and roughly 20 here, so they obviously can still run the ball, but you make a couple stops and now you're forcing them to pass it. Their only pass they attempted was that screen for the 40-yard touchdown to Jordan.
So Vera looking to throw, and that pass is intended for Oberdick. It looked like a little miscommunication there.
And I think St. Clairsville might have caught a little bit of a break there because that could have, if that had a little more heat on it, you might have seen Romeo Dorsey going the other way for a touchdown.
Yeah, Dorsey has had interceptions in back-to-back playoff games for Meadowbrook.
Game-sealing interceptions.
So 2:34 left here in the opening quarter. It's going to be first down. Pass out is caught to Oberdick, and he will get over the initial.
I believe that was Colt Westlake. Westlake was on the reception on the other side for him.
Yes, you are correct. Oberdick's over here. And there was Griffith on the tackle. No, that was, let's see, I believe that was Westlake. You are correct.
Yes, it was Westlake, yeah.
Yes. I don't know why I was thinking.
We just kind of expected it being him because we know he's their big gun as St. Clairsville's going to use a timeout here. So Coach McLean wants to make sure they get the appropriate play in here on this big 3rd and 9.
Well, and Train, we'll keep it here. Now we finally have a chance. Why don't you run through the St. C offensive starters and the Meadowbrook's defensive starters as we've got a 3rd and 9 coming up for St. C.
Okay, on this St. C offensive line that's almost like a college offensive line, like we've already mentioned, Avery Henry at left tackle, left guard Joey Balgo, center William Smith, and no, I don't think it's the Fresh Prince. At right guard, we got Perry Patron. Right tackle, Jamarcus Webster. Tight ends, Carson Woodford. Your receivers are Jaron Starks, Colt Westlake, and Colin Oberdick, and Jacob Jordans. At running back, quarterback is Andrew Vera. For the Colts, defensive ends are Hayden Loy and Deshaun Mayo. At nose guards, Chucky Dyer. You'll see Clayton Hall kind of mixed in there with those guys. The linebacking crew, you got Aiden Reese, Joel Wagon, Trayvon Mayo, Cale Flowers. Obviously, Brady McManaway will be involved in that as well. Corners, Romeo Dorsey, Ty Griffin. And the safeties, Hunter Eubanks and Damon Launder.
And here's a little screen. It is incomplete, intended for Jordan. Flowers as well as McManaway were out there to bracket him, so the Red Devils will be forced to punt the ball. And going back for Meadowbrook is Eubanks and Morrison.
Yep.
And this will be
Looks like Otto's going to be back there punting.
Yeah.
So he's kicker and punter.
Lucas Otto. Yeah, he's one of the better kickers in the OVAC. So Meadowbrook forces a punt, and Otto, this one is a low-line drive, but he's going to get a nice bounce, picked up by Morrison. And Morrison, by doing that, Train, probably saved
7 yards, I'd say. He picked up around 23, got to the 30.
Yeah,
So-
that
and-
ball
and-
may have rolled down
yeah,
to the 10 the way it was going. So it will be Meadowbrook football. This will be their drive. And again, they're going to go pistol formation. That's Bop behind up. Bop has it, and he's got running room into the secondary. He'll get to about the 38-yard line.
Good 8-yard run there from Bop.
And Meadowbrook going quickly. Meadowbrook playing with a lot of confidence, coming into the game with a lot of confidence, and there's Bop over midfield to the 45-yard line. A gain of about 22.
It's a nice run there from Bop.
And
we're going to have a
Red-
timeout St. Clairsville.
yeah, it's almost impossible to try to sub in when Meadowbrook's on offense. Because defensively, remember, you have the opportunity to do that if the offense subs in. But Meadowbrook, they're going to try to keep the base 11 out there. And I tell you, a beautiful night. And it looks like a little rain is starting to come down. Or am I seeing things?
Yes, we got some raindrops.
And we're indoors
Mm-hmm.
this week, so.
Yeah, a lot better comfort for us this Friday compared to last Friday.
But-
Obviously, the weather's a little nicer minus the rain, but
But I tell you what, Train, it was a lot of fun. Yes, it was cold, but to be out there amongst the crowd, you could just feel the energy and electricity in New Concord last Friday night. What a classic that was, Meadowbrook and John Glenn. Bop, another solid run on first down.
yep, good job falling forward, picks up 4.
And again, that's Stout on the tackle. So it's going to be 2nd down and 5. Again, Bop, he'll get a couple here, bringing up 3rd down.
So another update, Bloom Carroll's up 7-0, and they got another turnover, so they're in good field position to possibly go up double figures. So Bop early on, 9 carries, 43 yards to lead the Colts offensively.
Yeah, normally Bop kind of comes out the bullpen, so to speak, but going to start here as Eubanks comes in motion. 3rd and 3. We're under a minute left. And here's a penalty. Hupp keeps it, and he's got running room. He's got the first down and then some inside the 30. But we'll see.
Yeah, and with the penalty coming out that soon, it's either going to be offsides on St. C or
illegal procedure.
Okay. I thought maybe a hold or offsides, but
so that will make it, instead of a first down, back them up 5, 3rd down and 8 coming.
that unfortunately wipes out a great play by Hupp on the option keeper, picking up the first down.
And Hupp, there was nobody there to pick him up, and you get that because of the success that Bob has had.
Yeah, when you can keep giving the ball to Bob, they kind of lull you to sleep a little bit, and then all of a sudden Hupp's keeping one and making a play. And obviously I think first play of the game, Hupp kept it and picked up 7, or one of the very early running plays.
Yeah, so Bob to the right of Hupp. 3rd down and 8. Hupp looking. He's got time. He's going deep. The Eubanks, it is broken up nicely.
That was Oberdick on the coverage for St. Clairsville.
So now Meadowbrook will be facing their 4th down.
And so Hupp's still out there. They're still taking their time, still got plenty of time to make the decision. He's looking towards the sidelines here, 4th and 8 at the 43, 4th and 8, and it looks like the decision is to go for it here.
So 4th and 8. Hupp, he's got time. The pass is thrown. It is incomplete.
Okay, good coverage there on a Loken Shields.
Wow.
He just broke it up, read the play perfectly, and Eubanks couldn't quite corral it.
So with 5.3 seconds left, St. Clairsville will have excellent field position at their own 43-yard line. And this, I would assume, will be the last play of the first quarter. And as we head to break, we'll give a shout-out to our fine sponsors after this play. Vera gives it to Jordan, and he makes a couple of guys miss. Fumble!
And that's recovered by the Colts. It should be Aiden Reese has it.
Yes. Meadowbrook will have it, which will negate a nice run by Jordan. I did not see who punched it out, but Reese did recover it. So Meadowbrook will have excellent field position when we come back. The start of the second quarter, 7-0 St. Clairsville. And as we take a quick break, shout out to our sponsors.
Okay, we'll thank FMJ Indoor Range, Graham Excavating, Main Screen Printing, Schaefer Insurance, G&B Roofing, Downtown Arena, Westfall Services, Stop 9 Church of Christ, King Carpet Swim Away Pool and Spa, Box Drop Byesville, and Black Epperson Funeral Home.
So we'll be back for second quarter action after this timeout. Welcome back to Brotherhood Stadium, the campus of Indian Valley High School. As Meadowbrook, as this is their 4th possession.
Pretty amazing there's been that many possessions.
Yeah, especially after last week. And here's a little pass to Flowers. He'll be dropped at about the 45, a gain of 1.
Nice tackle there, Carson Woodford, and in on the play there. Good read by St. Clairsville defense. Meadowbrook likes running that little touch pass when either they get it to Eubanks or Flowers, two real good athletes that can pop the top off one real quick.
So it'll be 2nd down and 9 for Meadowbrook. 3 receivers to the right. Here's a little bubble screen. It is caught by Eubanks, and Eubanks will be about a yard short of the first down, maybe 2 yards short.
Yeah, so that's going to be a gain of 7.
And
unfortunately.
another penalty?
Yeah, it looks like it.
I didn't see that flag come out, but it is a holding call against Meadowbrook.
Tell you what, if there's been one thing that's has been kind of frustrating if you're Coach Norman, your staff, is just the amount of penalties they pick up. Now this is 5 penalties for 35 yards here in the early going. It seems like it's like watching my Bears. As soon as you get something going, somebody picks up a penalty.
So 2nd and 17. Hupp lost it out, looking for Flowers. Great coverage there for the Red Devils, and that was Caleb Waltz.
And that was just a great pass. And unfortunately, Flowers was kind of running the out when he should have ran more of a corner on that one, or he may have been hitting stride, and he may be still be running the New Philadelphia right now.
I tell you, I've been impressed with the coverage of St. C's DBs. They've done a nice job thus far, and Waltz is another freshman. Casey in motion, and here's a screen pass out to Flowers. He's got running room up the sideline, and he'll be knocked out short of midfield.
I believe 14 Shields made the tackle, so even Logan Shields, we've said his name a lot. I know he's one of the top tacklers on this team. Now it's a 4th and 4 for the Colts, so a big decision here.
Yeah, and I don't think there's no hesitation from Coach Norman. Meadowbrook's going to go for it.
Now, just because it's 4th and 4 doesn't mean Meadowbrook won't run the ball, as Caden Casey's checked into the ball game. He's going to be in the backfield along with Ty Griffin from the pistol formation. St. C showing blitz.
So a big 4th and 5.
And
Meadowbrook looking to capitalize off and that little squib kick, a pooch punt.
And I don't know if I think Eubanks might have thought that was a pass of some sort. It looked like he was trying to make the catch on it, and so St. C's going to take over at their own 35. And it kind of looked like, I thought, when Hupp went back a little bit and put the 2 running backs up in front of him, I thought it looked like that was going to be a little bit of a punt there, and it was. And so St. C's going to take over decent field position at their own 35.
Yeah, and I tell you, they came close to getting a piece of that punt as well. Vera gives it to Jordan, and he's going to be tripped up.
I believe it McManaway on the tackle? Or was it? No, that's Hupp. Hupp is in there on the defense ends. Hupp on the tackle.
Boy, and if Hupp doesn't get him by the ankles, Jordan had a lot of green ahead of him. So it'll be 2nd down and 7. St. C with the ball at the 38. Both teams they've had excellent field position. Oh, Reddick.
Breaks 1.
Yeah, but he'll get back probably to the line of scrimmage as McManaway there to knock him out. So I don't think he picked up anything.
No,
3rd down and 7.
I mean, credit Flowers on the initial contact, slowed him down, and McManaway was there to clean it up at the end.
So we'll see what St. C elects to do here. Meadowbrook's been pretty solid so far against the run. 3rd and 7. Jordan has it, and he is dropped for a loss. And that was, I believe, Hall.
Double
Nope.
nickel, Chucky Dyer.
That was Chucky Dyer. Okay.
So that was a loss of 3 on the play. So really credit Meadowbrook. Jordan has 7 carries, 21 yards. So they've contained him. He's definitely, I'm sure, was a public enemy #1 all week in practice for the Colts. And they're so far doing a good job for the first quarter plus.
So Otto Gets some pressure, but he gets a booming punt, and it is fielded right at about the 40-yard line.
Hey, I can get used to this, Tommy. They're kind of we're like right at midfield, and they're kind of playing in the 30 to 30 range the whole time. So we got prime seats here where we can enjoy it. When it gets down towards each end zone, we might struggle a little bit, but they're playing right in our wheelhouse right now.
Yeah, and that was Eubanks who come running in to make the fair catch. And again, there is a little precipitation falling. Quick pass to Flowers. Oh, and he was open. And Hub just missed him. And now St. C's secondary, they're kind of talking. Someone missed Flowers, and the Red Devils caught a break there.
Yeah, I think Shields and Walls were both talking like, I think that was you. No, that was you. No. Oh, okay, that was me. My bad. So definitely had the little missed opportunity there for the Colts for sure.
Because there's a couple of guys you're not going to run down, and Flowers is one of them. There's a strong run up the middle, and that's going to be a gain of about 9.
We're going to give you, it looks like it's going to be 8 where they're going to spot it.
A bop, I tell you, really. And here's another flag. This is going to cost Meadowbrook, I believe, 5 yards.
And we're going to say it again because we say it every game. Sam Bop's listed at 5'6", 130 pounds, and that's not like they're not. It's pretty accurate results. A kid that small going in there and battling against these big, hard-nosed defensive linemen and linebackers on opposing teams. I mean, he may be only 130 pounds, but that kid plays like he's 210, 220.
Yeah, so again, Meadowbrook, another penalty that they've got to try to overcome. 3rd and 2. Now goes to 3rd and 7. There's the handoff, and
I think he's going to get the 5 yards back, it looks like.
And I tell you what, he was hit at the line of scrimmage and was able to score through. So now
another tough situation here, 4th and 2. A little over 2. It's not quite at the 48-yard marker. You're probably talking about 7 feet instead of 6 feet.
And for offensive coordinator Taryn Jarrett, who's just done an excellent job this year, and especially on this playoff run, you've got the entire playbook open right here. 4th and 2, right near midfield.
Well, you got McManaway in there, and it's
and here's another flag, and I believe it's going to be another illegal procedure, and that's a killer.
So that's now 7 penalties, 45 yards for the Colts.
And we have not seen this many
of the illegal procedures.
Yeah. The pre-snap penalties. And now Meadowbrook will probably punt the football now.
And that's what they're lined up to do, it looks like here.
And that will be Oberdick back.
Nice high pop fly. Oh, wow. And usually on this turf, it seems like it always takes a kicker's bounce. And unfortunately for the Colts, it took a St. Clairsville bounce. And St. Clairsville gained probably about 5 yards on the bounce alone, as they're going to take over at their own 43 here.
Yeah, and again, both teams, they continue to swap excellent field position. We've played about this, most of this first half, it seems like in between the 40s.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, I can get used to this. We got prime viewing of everything. We can see good what's going on.
So now 1st down and 10 for St. C. Jordan, he has it, and he will get.
He fumbled again.
But I think
St. Clairsville recovered it, though. I think that was Logan Shields was Johnny on the spot there. So a 12-yard run there by Jordan. But the big thing is, and obviously Coach Norman and his defensive staff must have seen something on film and said, hey, we can rip away at this ball on him. He doesn't do a very good job protecting it. And they've knocked it down a couple times.
But that's just it. That you don't see that too many times. That fumble came out very late. Vera keeps it here. 40. No, or is that Shields?
Yeah, that was Shields.
Yes.
So a little wildcat.
And there's a
There's
holding
hold.
penalty, and it's coming back.
Ooh.
Yeah,
And
that's
the hold was on Avery Henry. I like how we have the officials mic'd up tonight.
Yeah,
So-
and the odd part there, Train, was Henry's your left tackle. That ball was ran off right tackle.
Side. Yeah. So it's going to be a 1st and 15.
Yeah, so that was well away from the run. So as we're approaching the 7-minute mark here, thanks for joining us on KGP TV. And Shields gives it to Jordan.
Now look at that there. I tell you what, you saw Launder going for the ball once those guys had him wrapped up. He was trying to pull it out. So that's definitely been part of the Colts strategy. Try to create some turnover, some big play defense.
Yeah, and that was McManaway on the tackle. So it's going to be 2nd down and 11. And both teams, it seems like when they do get something positive going offensively,
Penalties. Yeah, but St. Clairsville's got 3 for 35, so.
So Shields, quarterback, man in motion. Shields keeps it, cuts up. He's got running room to the 35, and he'll be knocked out of bounds at about the 30 by Dorsey. But that'll be a 1st down.
So it's going to be a 14-yard gain from Shields.
And now Austin Porter has come in. No, or is that Vera?
Vera's back in.
Vera's, okay.
Porter's there at tight end. For
Okay,
him.
I seen him come. Okay, so Vera's back at running back. Or at quarterback, excuse me. Jordan in the pistol formation. And Vera keeps it. And he's got running room, 20 to the 15-yard line. Andrew Vera, that is a gain of about 18.
So now those holes starting to open up a little bit for St. Clairsville. They went that wildcat with Shields at quarterback, and he made a couple of nice runs. Now Vera busted one for 18.
So it's going to be 1st down and 10 from the 15, and the nice adjustment by St. C's coaching staff now. And you'll have a chance here to talk about what they're missing from Sevcik. What a year he has had.
Yeah, he's a dual threat quarterback as Vera's looking.
Vera's
Here's the
looking, and
pressure.
he is going to be
That's,
thrown down by Clayton Hall.
He's like,
Way back at the 25, a loss of 10. St. C, they tried to cross Meadowbrook's defense up, and Clayton Hall. Then so Shields comes in.
yeah, so now he's coming in for Vera, so you got to expect the read option. He's going to keep it, and he's been going off to the right side every time when they've done this. So if you're Meadowbrook, you kind of got to be cheating up on the line a little bit more.
So 2nd down and long. Shields going to run to the left, and he is.
That's Brady McManaway on the tackle.
Yeah, but there's a flag, and it's a illegal procedure or false start against St. Clairsville.
And I'm sure Meadowbrook's probably going to decline this. Unless, well, it's a pre-snap penalty. So
I have not seen this much laundry on the floor since my college days.
okay, there they.
So loss of 5, so they had stopped the play, which St. Clairsville is probably happy about that. They'll take to get an extra play.
And Shields
Shields
is passing this
yeah,
time, and
and
he's going to.
Is it intercepted?
They're going to say incomplete. It was awful close there. Great effort there from Cam Morrison.
Yeah, Cam Morrison, our KGP Defensive Player of the Week last week, in the thrilling comeback over John Glenn. So now St. Clairsville, third and 15.
Here's the thing. You got to look at number 8, Oberdick. He's in the slot down on the right-hand side. They got the trips right. He's the middleman, so there's some space there for him. You definitely have to look out for number 8 up here on this big situation at 3rd and 15.
Yeah, Starks out wide of him. Vera looking over the middle. He's got a man. His tight end is going to be short of the first down by a couple. Vera threw a dime.
So it's going to be an 18-yard gain to Carson Woodford.
Yeah. Woodford, 6 foot, 180-pound senior. He's got excellent hands, so 4th down in about 4.
So he just ran a little skinny post there from the tight end, caught it for an 18-yard gain, and it's going to be, it looks like 4th and 4.
Yes.
Well, the scoreboard says 1st and goal, but I don't think they realize the first down marker's at the 9-yard line.
Yes. Yeah, it's not.
And I think St. C's going to use a timeout. And that's here's an interesting thing. I think that's St. Clairsville's final timeout the first half, as they had to use one on defense earlier, and then they used one on their big 3rd down conversion in the first quarter.
And Train, really the thing that has stood out the most in this first half has been the number of penalties.
Oh yeah, I mean, obviously here, Captain Obvious here. It's the biggest game of the year for these two teams, and when you're dealing with 16, 17, 18-year-old young men, they're going to make mistakes. They're going to be a little bit more juiced up than normal, wanting to make that play, maybe turn that 2-yard run into a 20-yard run, and you're going to have those, unfortunately, have those illegal procedures, or you're going to have that kid kind of a little too jacked up, maybe hits a guy a second late. Now you got a personal foul for 15 yards. Maybe you're trying to stop that guy from making the tackle, and you kind of grab a hold of that jersey and you got a holding penalty. I mean, unfortunately, those mistakes are going to happen, and it's about overcoming them and making the plays when you need to make the plays.
So here we go. It's 4th and 4. Man in motion. And it's going to be a pass, and it's knocked down by the Colts. And I believe that was Romeo Dorsey.
So
all 6'4" of them who came in, and so I believe that was Shields who was trying to throw the football.
Oberdick.
Oh, it was Oberdick.
It was
okay.
Oberdick on a little end around, and he was going for the screen. So, and I think he had the option, I think, of taking off, but Meadowbrook read it well as Dorsey and McManaway were there ready to make the play. And then, of course, Dorsey, with his long range, making it tough for them to throw the pass over him. So
Meadowbrook takes over at their own 9, and there's that little quick pass that we've seen the last few weeks. Read option, and that pass is caught by Flowers.
Yep.
And that, just like that, Meadowbrook moves out from the shadows of their own end zone.
Yeah, go from the 9 to the 21. It's going to be a 12-yard gain on the pass.
And Hupp looking deep for Dorsey. Again, nice coverage.
Yeah, running stride by side with him there, Jaron Starks. Obviously a mismatch at only 5'8", going up against a 6'4" kid, but running side by side with him, making sure he doesn't make the big play that we've seen Dorsey make numerous times.
Yeah, and he also had some help there as well. I believe that was Oberdick who was in coverage too. So Hupp, 2nd down again. He's got time now. It breaks down, throws it down the field. It's out of bounds. And for one of the rare times, St. Clairsville, they get some pressure And that was Mason McCourt and J.R. Adams. And this is huge third down right here because St. Clairsville, you know, they don't have any timeout. You astutely mentioned here earlier, but with 3:16, they would get excellent field position. So this is a huge third down play for Meadowbrook. 3rd and 10 from their own 21. Trailing by 7. Huff's got time now. He's running out of time.
Nice help there from Sam Bob.
Oh, wow, and he is.
And we're going to have flags thrown, so now you got to wonder, was it a late hit?
Wow, and I think he may have got hit out of bounds, and that's going to be a killer personal foul, face mask on the Red Devils. Now, that's not an automatic first down, is it?
If it's personal foul, it should be an automatic first down.
Third down.
Third down. Okay, so they're going to get the 15 yards. So,
but now it makes it
29. So it's going to be 3rd and 3.
And how big was that? Because Meadowbrook would have been punting from their own end zone. Now it's 3rd and 3 from the 29. Hupp looking. It is incomplete. Wow.
Man.
And again, credit starts going up with Dorsey. So now exactly 3 minutes to go here in the first half. St. Clairsville, Oberdick back at about his own 44. Reese, the lefty, will kick it away from Oberdick. It will bounce and take a nice Meadowbrook roll.
So they got about extra 10 yards on that one.
Nice pump by Reese. So now St. Clairsville, 2:50 left. Remember, they have no timeouts. But the clock will stop on first downs to set the chains. So Vera has him, gives it to Jordan. Jordan he'll fall for a couple. Let's see who was that.
Giving 3.
And that was Cam Morrison. Sliced in underneath, a gain of 3.
And so now here's these last minute half situations. St. Clairsville's going to get the ball at the start of the second half. So definitely, if you're Meadowbrook, you want to get a stop here. And on the other end, if you're St. Clairsville, you put a touchdown up here, you're going to go up 2 scores with the ball. Meadowbrook wants to keep it at 1.
So Jordan again has it. And he'll get over to 45 to about the 47. He'll be about 3 yards short.
I tell you what, again, Meadowbrook was looking to go after that ball. I think if he could have been stayed up a little while longer the way he was falling, somebody might have had a shot at knocking that one out.
And I tell you what, you throw Brady McMahon away, a defense that has played well in the playoffs, you just go up another level with number 12 on the field for you. Oberdick in motion. Hand off to Jordan. He's got the first down, makes one man miss, and saving a touchdown was Eubanks.
Big time saving tackle there.
Now, St. Clairsville, they'll have to pick up the pace a little bit here with 1:20 left. Slow play. Jordan breaks outside. He gets one man miss. He's inside the 25 to the 22. And that was a slow developing play. Now they're starting the clock in the. Now
we're gonna have a timeout
Meadowbrook's
by the
going to take a
Colts.
timeout. Yeah.
This is a good decision by Coach Norman and his staff. Obviously, Clairsville's got the momentum on their side. Last 2 runs from Jordan were 12 and 19, so they just want to kind of get some things fine-tuned, figured out, and try to stop this, because really St. Clairsville's, with only the limited amount of time they had, have ran the ball all 4 plays that they've had so far here. So,
and Train, we didn't realize till we got here that Drew Sefcik wasn't going to be playing. What a season he's had. This is what St. Clairsville was missing behind center.
Yeah, this young man's thrown for 1,868 yards, thrown 22 touchdown passes, and then added 641 yards on the ground, and another 9 rushing touchdowns. So obviously a dual threat player that can make plays with his legs and his arm. The very kid's a good player, and but of course, if St. Clairsville would like to have QB1 out there, but the QB2 is pretty good as well for him.
Yeah, remember, Vera is only a junior, so big spotlight for him, and he's handled it well. Handoff to Jordan. He's got running room. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Red Devils. What an impressive drive. As they will go up 13-0, and my pause there, I was scanning the green turf, making sure there wasn't a flag.
And the way this game's going, you never know.
But wow, St. Clairsville, they really opened some holes there. Otto's kick is up, and it is good. 51 seconds left. St. Clairsville answers here late to increase their lead 14-0. And Train, if you're Meadowbrook, you've got 51 seconds. You've got 2 timeouts, but you're kind of in a pickle because you've had trouble moving the football, as has St. Clairsville.
Well, I think
do you try to get something here knowing St. C's going to get the ball to start the second half?
Meadowbrook's like that matchup with Dorsey, Starks on Dorsey, and they've tried hitting it about 2 or 3 times, and he's been out on an island against him. Starks has been able to make the stops, but I can definitely see Meadowbrook trying to go to that well some more here to end the first half.
Don't forget, here on KGP TV, at the half, you'll be able to watch 2 outstanding bands, Meadowbrook High School and St. Clairsville High School, as they will perform at the half, and we're going to be happy to bring you that. As Otto the kickoff. And Otto squib kick. Knocked down by an up man at the 30. So Meadowbrook's going to get pretty good field position at the 37. And I didn't see.
I believe was it Peyton Milholm, I believe? 25 maybe, or maybe it was 65. It might have been 65. I knew there was a 5 there somewhere. I just don't know 100% sure if it was 25 or 65. May have been Yeagle, offensive lineman for the Colts, that kind of got the little bit of yardage on the return there.
But he did a great job getting it up to see if Meadowbrook can do something here at the 38. And there's a little bubble screen that's going to be short of the first down. Eubanks with the reception.
I know, I was struggling to figure out. I'm glad the announcers there got on the PA and said who it was, because I wasn't 100% sure who caught it for the Colts on the, I believe it's a 7-yard gain.
Yes, yeah, it was Eubanks. So they'll move over here to the left side now. 2nd down and 1. Hupp looking, stepping up in the pocket, still looking. And he's going to be dropped short of the first down.
I can tell you what, St. Clairsville always seems like they have one of their linebackers spying on Hupp there. I believe that one was number 10, Austin Porter, kind of spying on him, watching what he was doing, and doesn't really have much room. As Meadowbrook's going to use their 2nd timeout here. So we're in timeout. We'll thank our sponsors again. We got F&J Indoor Range, Graham Excavating, Main Screen Printing, Schaefer Insurance, G&B Roofing, Downtown Arena, Westfall Services, Stop 9 Church of Christ, King Carpet Swim Away Pool and Spa, Box Drop Byesville, and the Black Epperson Funeral Home. So thank our sponsors for letting us provide this live stream for you here tonight at good old Jenaton Hutton, Ohio.
Yes, and just what a beautiful facility. I tell you, Indian Valley, one of the outstanding football programs in this part of the state. They play in the very competitive and tough IVC. We get to see them once a year when they play the Buckeye Trail Warriors, and to be able to host this game tonight and tomorrow night. Barnesville and the powerhouse in Fort Fry. That'll be fun. Over the middle, it is in and out of the hands.
Man, tough break there for the Colts. Had the open man on the slant, couldn't quite haul it in, and I know he's kicking himself a little bit right now, not happy with himself dropping that pass.
Yeah, and that was Launder. Boy, did Launder come up with a couple big catches last week. But now it's going to be 4th and 1, 25 seconds left. Hupp will keep it, and he should have the first down.
And that was pretty close. I think Hupp kind of was jumped the gun a little bit and was taken off before the snap, but there was no call on it, but the Colts will take it and get a first down.
And that's Henry now in there at nose tackle for this drive. And here's an interception. And that was Starks jumping it, and now St. Clairsville will have time for one play.
That was just a good read by Starks, and you can tell that Coach McLean's had his defense prepared. It seems like they're ready for just about any of these plays on Meadowbrook's route tree that they have. Starks just sit back, read it, and jumped the route and made a great interception there.
And I believe St. C, they're going to be more than happy to go to the locker room up 14-0. They'll go under center. Now they fake it. Are you serious? What a – down to the 20. That will end the play. Whoa, and –
what a call.
I think, was that
15
Woodford.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So
he was
tackled about the 15, so I wasn't thinking. So we got 35 and 4, a 39-yard run for him there.
But if you're Meadowbrook, no harm done there. But what a little dipsy-do there by the Red Devils, and that ends an exciting first half here from Brotherhood Stadium on the campus of Indian Valley High School. Your score at the half: St. Clairsville 14, Meadowbrook 0. This is the Division IV Region 15 state semifinals in the region, and we will step aside and get ready to hear from the Meadowbrook and St. Clairsville bands, and we'll be back with some first half statistics, give you the first half scoring, and be back for second half action here on KGP TV. Thanks for joining us wherever you are.
mine on just because I had it.
You're in the top row.
I got here at 5 p.m.
You might upset a few people, but I'm glad you did.
She was here at 5. First come, first serve.
You were here for 2 hours before the game. Good move. Sorry, Rob, no room down here.
Let's get friendly. Let's get friendly. That I would. First start as QB1.
He did say that. He did say that.
At least,
Hey,
yeah.
I got this.
I'm not coming to you.
That was when we were in Florida, wasn't it?
Way too many numbers. I don't even know.
Welcome back to Brotherhood Stadium. This is the Region 15 semifinals between Meadowbrook and St. Clairsville. At the half, we'll look at the first half scoring win. It was the Red Devils after forcing Meadowbrook to punt the football on their opening possession. St. Clairsville would get it and then drive it over midfield to the 40-yard line, and then on third down, it would be the junior quarterback, Andrew Vera, who would hit Jacob Jordan with a screen pass. Jordan would make two men miss and then scoot down the sideline. 40 yards to the house. Otto's, Lucas Otto, that is, extra point was good, and St. Clairsville would lead 7-0. That's how the score would be at the end of the first quarter, and then late into the second quarter, where St. Clairsville would take over at about their 38-yard line with exactly 3 minutes left in the first half. And again, they would methodically drive down the field and would cap it off with a Jacob Jordan 22-yard touchdown run with only 51 seconds left in the first half. Lucas Otto's extra point was good. St. Clairsville would lead 14-0. Meadowbrook, on their last possession of the second half, would get as close to midfield, but then they would be turned away on the Jaron Starks interception. So at the half, St. Clairsville leading Meadowbrook 14-0. We'll look at some of the first half statistics from D-Train.
The big statistic was the Colts were doing a great job early on. Jordan had 11 carries. His first 11 carries were for only 44 yards, but his last 3 carries have went for 53 yards, including a 22-yard touchdown run. So he has 14 carries, 97 yards to lead the way for St. Clairsville. Obviously, that he had the 22-yard touchdown run, and the other big play was a 40-yard screen pass to him, as their quarterback Vera is 3 of 5 passing for 70 yards. On Meadowbrook's side, kind of been a little slow and steady on offense. Bob's got 11 carries for 56 yards. Hup's 56 yards. Hup's got 4 carries for 4 yards, and Casey has a 3-yard run. Passing for Meadowbrook, it's been a little bit of a struggle for Josh Hupp tonight. He's got the big early 33-yard completion to Ty Griffin that got him kind of started early on, but he's 6'4", 21 passing for only 73 yards. Like we said, Griffith has the 33-yard reception. Flowers has 3 catches, 26 yards, and Eubanks has 2 for 14. So credit St. Clairsville. Their number one goal, I think, was to stop the potent passing attack of the Colts, as Josh Hupp is the single-season record holder in many passing categories for Meadowbrook. That St. Clairsville doing a good job on the defensive end, and Meadowbrook for the first, let's see, 12 and 9, first 21 minutes of this game, they held Jordan in check with those last 3 carries. Really got him going, and got St. Clairsville going in general.
And Train, St. Clairsville will get the ball first half. And the one thing to continue to watch that did point out probably enough in the first half is there's a lot of wind out there.
Yeah.
And, when, quarterbacks, they can throw in the rain and throw in the snow. And I think we've had a few flurries tonight as well, but the wind, that makes it tough. And we'll see what Meadowbrook elects to do right here as St. Clairsville up, expecting an onside kick. Now they're going to clear out, and Milam's going to kick it down. It's fielded at the 20, 30, 35.
Jordan. So Meadowbrook started with a little circa 2020 with the old fake onside kick that they like running at times. You always got to keep your opponent on their toes, and obviously St. Clairsville was prepared for it. So, again, look where it's at. It's about the 40-yard line, where it seems like most of the first half, that's where it's been.
And neither team can complain, really, about their field position. Meadowbrook's worst field position was they started at their own 9-yard line, but they turned St. Clairsville away at the 9. Very quick throw out to Overdick, and it is incomplete.
So again, he was supposed to run the little quick out, but
And
that isn't what he ran.
Yeah, and that was Casey out there defending.
So again, Casey, another one. You got to put your best 11 out here. It's big game here. You got to put your superstar, so to speak, on both sides. Casey's been mostly an offensive player, hasn't played a whole bunch at corner, and obviously getting the opportunity here to start the second half.
So little option pitch to Jordan, bobbles it, but he gets dropped at about the 42-yard line.
And the big fella, Avery Henry, might have definitely got away with a late little shove there.
And I believe that was Clayton Hall, and Hall's not exactly a little guy himself.
I guess
you just look little
yeah.
next to Henry.
I guess after he did it, he looked at the officials and gave him the puppy dog eyes or something, because he's like, "Oops, I kind of hit him a little late. I'm sorry."
And how big would this be if Meadowbrook forces a 3-and-out on the opening drive? Vera's pass, it's caught. Can Starks get to the first down marker?
No.
He's going to be tackled about a yard short. Now St. Clairsville has a.
And it's definitely where they're marking it. It's going to be less than a yard. It's going to be a full yard, I guess, upon further review. And they're wasting little time there. Shields is in the backfield, so you got to expect him to keep it here.
And Vera, that was a nice, strong pass. Yeah, I'm guessing they're going to run the ball to Shields.
Yeah, and
he's
going to power his way through.
I wouldn't be surprised
Yeah, I think
if we didn't just see this package.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a run.
And let's see if they're going to line right back up. And now they got Jordan back there behind Shields. But, man, yeah, you run behind Henry at 305, Balgo at 265, and Smith at 270.
Yeah, you got some big boys up front in the St. Clairsville offensive line.
And that's Jordan, and he's gone. 30, 20, 10. Can they get him out? No. He's in. Touchdown. Red Devils, a 43-yard jaunt to the house by one, Jacob Jordan. Wow.
So that puts him over the 100-yard mark, as he's at 142 yards rushing now on the evening.
And Train, again, you talk about how many of those have come on his last 5 carries. As Otto's kick is up, and it is good, and wow. Meadowbrook, they were a 3rd and 8 from getting off the field, getting the ball back. But Vera hit start for about a 7-yard gain, made it 4th and 1, and then St. Clairsville. Boy, when they go to that power Buffalo-like package, that's tough to stop.
Yeah, very tough to stop. Obviously, Shields is a great defensive player for the Red Devils, but obviously he's very athletic and can make plays with his legs with the football in his hand as well. He's been definitely knocking through some holes for the Red Devils.
Yeah, Shields, he's a senior, 5'8", 170 pounds. And I tell you, give St. Clairsville's coaching staff a lot of credit. Losing Sefcik, they have used Vera, Shields. Them two have made big plays. As Otto's kick goes down to Morrison. Morrison fakes the handoff, and he'll get just over the 30-yard line.
It's going to be about they're going to mark it at the 30, 31.
And like I said, Train, you look out at the American flag out there. It is gusting.
Yeah, it's
Pretty
blowing
good.
a little side to side. Be left to right on the if you're from the Meadowbrook side here. A little crosswind, so to speak.
So Meadowbrook runs it up the middle, a couple of yards. I believe that was
I believe it was Bob.
Bob.
Yeah,
So that
same.
was Bob.
So a good 3-yard run for Bob.
And that was Joswack on the tackle for St. Clairsville. And
St.
Drew,
Clairsville looking to rip that ball. I see Joswack trying to pop it out.
Yeah.
As, they take down Bob after a gain of 2 more.
Joswack, only a junior, 6 foot, 195 pound defensive end. And the thing is, Joswack, you look, he's also a tight end. But with Woodford, St. Clairsville, they have some guys that just play offense and defense. And when you can do that, that makes you pretty tough.
Yeah, it makes life a lot easier.
Pass, it is caught. First down, Eubanks. Meadowbrook needed that.
10-yard completion there from Hupp to Eubanks.
Caleb Walsh on the tackle, but man, Hupp under the rest finds his outstanding senior wide receiver, Hunter Eubanks. So just under 8.5 left in the third. Meadowbrook desperately needing some points. Here's a pass.
Boy.
Whoa. That, boy, Austin Porter, I believe that was Porter who read that, and Hupp fortunately got it over him.
I tell you what, that could have went bad both ways. I mean, maybe if it's caught, it might bust one there, but Meadowbrook kind of thankful that it was just incomplete because Porter, like you said, read it perfectly.
Yeah, Porter at 6'3", used every bit of his length there. Bob has it coming around the right end, still. And here's a
That ball popped
fumble,
out.
and it is St. Clairsville ball. Wow, what a hit.
Was that Oberdick who recovered it, or? I believe it was Oberdick who recovered it, and I think Starks is the one who made the big play for.
And Bob did a nice job. He kept bouncing it out, found running room, and I could not tell from here who applied the hit, but the ball went straight up in the air.
It was a little pop fly, so to speak. I want to say it was Starks, because it seems like he was the one that was celebrating the most for the Red Devils.
And here comes Jordan. You're going to see a heavy dose of him.
Aiden Reese on the tackle there. Helping clean it up is Eubanks, McMahon away, Flowers.
Which is no surprise. We expected a heavy dose of Jordan. And St. Clairsville really smelling blood here. Meadowbrook's defense trained. They have battled and battled. But St. Clairsville, they pound on you, lean on you, and eventually wear you down. Vera keeps it.
Good job there.
Throws
by
it. He's
Flowers.
got a man open. It is incomplete.
That was Oberdick down the field. Good job by Flowers applying pressure on him. May have forced him to throw that a little sooner, or a little kind of off kilter a little bit. Had Oberdick open down the field, but the pressure from Flowers made a big difference.
Train, great call. If Flowers doesn't stay home there, Vera is able to set his feet, and that's probably 6 points. But you're right. He had to throw it a little bit sooner than he wanted to. And
well, and one, Vera, if it wasn't for Flowers, I think Vera was going to take off.
He could keep it too, yes.
And run for a little while as well.
So that's 3rd and 9. Jordan dropped.
Wow. What a tackle there by Reese. They want the horse collar, the St. Clairsville fans, but they're not going to get it. And I don't think it was a horse collar. I think it was the side of his shoulder pads.
And Meadowbrook's going to force a 3 and out off the turnover What a big defensive stand.
Yeah, the Colts definitely needed that. Gave them the ball in great field position and was able to get the 3 and out. And or was it a 3 and out? Did they get a first down? No, they didn't get a first down on that drive.
Low snap. Otto fields it. Booming punt at about the 9. And that's Eubanks. He gets it up, and here's a flag coming in. So I think it may be a block in the back. From the way the refs are looking, we'll get the call here.
We're going to have a hold.
So that will pin Meadowbrook back. Okay, he did call a block in the back, so that will back Meadowbrook up. 11-yard line, yes. So Meadowbrook down 3 scores. Quick swing pass out. Over to 20 to the 21-yard line.
So it's over to Eubanks on the reception. It's going to be should be a Meadowbrook very close, if not a first down. They're not moving the sticks, so he's going to get a long
gain of
9.
8. So it'll be 2nd down and 1. Run up the middle. That'll get a first down to about the 25.
That one obviously will be a first.
That was Bop on the carry.
So Bop quietly is up to 68 yards rushing here on 15 carries.
Meadowbrook will keep it on the ground.
And I didn't want to say anything, but that play was the same play that Meadowbrook ran on the last possession where the defender popped it out on Bop as Hupp kind of read the defense, waited before he fully committed to Bop and got the handoff, but got a gain of 3 on the play.
So gain of 7. Hupp under trouble. Wow. And he is going to be dropped. Joswack in there along with Adams.
And I believe Shields was
yes.
in there. I mean, they had about 3 or 4 guys right in there making the play. A big sack for the Red Devils defense. A loss of 7.
And you know what? The Meadowbrook offensive line against this outstanding front for the Red Devils, they've actually given Hupp time to throw most of the night, but it was a jailbreak.
And the nice thing with this Meadowbrook offense, there's usually a lot of quick passes at times with the bubble screens and everything. And here's another example of giving time, but Joswack with the hit.
Wow. And it was that's a tough break for it looked like Hupp was going to Flowers down the sideline, and Joswack just drilled him. I got a chance to, you're talking about people that I met before the game, I got a chance to meet Drew's mom as his punt will get a nice roll. Good job by Reese.
And it's keep going.
Wow.
And
it stays in bounds.
It's like the Energizer Bunny. It keeps going and going.
And I haven't not seen a punt tight wire, the sideline like that.
Walk the tightrope, as I think you were getting ready to say. And obviously Meadowbrook will take that. He got probably an extra 16 yards just on the bounce and roll.
But as I was saying before the game, Joswack, I wanted to make sure we knew how to say his name. So I was talking to some people in the stands, and I asked how do you say Drew's last name? And lady looked at me and said, that would be my son, Joswag. So, and here's that power formation. And Meadowbrook stands it up. Yeah.
Great job there. Let's give Reese was in there.
Yeah.
I believe Clayton Hull, Deshaun Mayo, or Brady McManaway, Cam Morrison.
Whoa.
Let's just go down the roster and we'll name everybody from Meadowbrook.
Meadowbrook, yeah, they could have scheduled a team defensive pitcher there because they were all stacked up there. So second down, and actually a loss of 2. So St. Clairsville, they're going to slow the pace down a little bit. The wind blowing, the temperature dropping, stuff. They're over the middle, and it is caught by Oberdick.
He's still up.
Yes, and he's got a first down. Wow. Vera had some, he had some mustard on that throw, and Oberdick had to
give credit to William Smith there for St. C. He made a big push to help him make what was going to be a close call and easy first down for him.
Yeah, and Deshaun Mayo, he limps off the field for Meadowbrook. Andrew Vera, the youngster, has really settled in. A lot on his shoulders coming into this game.
Ooh.
And Vera's going to keep it and put some on his feet as he will get over the 30 to the 28-yard line. Eubanks in there on the tackle.
And we got another Colt down here. That's Cam Morrison at the 40. He's gonna get up and trot off, so that's a good thing for the Colts.
And do we have a timeout?
And it was an injury timeout
Okay,
real quick on
that's
on
all
that.
it was. Okay,
That Cam Morrison was trotting off, got off the field pretty quick, and St. Clairsville was trying to use full advantage of it. And now we're going to have to reset the play clock.
Play clock, yes. So it's either that or he's wanting to raise the roof there. When's the last time you raised the roof? What? How many years ago was that?
I try not to do much lifting.
Oh, goodness.
People had raised the roof. I always said spread the walls.
Vera keeps it, and man, find
Yeah,
a
we're gonna
late
have a flag.
as he gets to the 20.
I don't know. He somehow squirted through a small hole. It looks like we're going to have a face mask on the Colts, unfortunately.
He'll be a gain of 8, so 2 yards short. Now we'll wait for the call, survey says. Oh, eagle eye D-train on that.
You can't give me full credit. I just have to see the official over by Meadowbrook sideline signal it before it was actually official. I guess you can Johnny on the spot paying attention a little bit maybe for a change, but besides that, just sometimes you're better lucky than good.
The humbleness of my partner never ceases to amaze me. First down and 10 from the 17. Jordan, 10, turns the corner, and he'll break a tackle and take it to the house. Touchdown, Red Devils. As again, it's Jacob Jordan from 17 yards out. And the Meadowbrook defense that has played so well all year and stuff, you can see kind of running on fumes because they've been out there for a lot of plays.
And I mean, you remember the pregame show Coach Norman was talking about back in January. They were doing things to prepare for a team like St. Clairsville. Because at this point in the schedule, you're going to see teams that have these big, powerful, strong, physical offensive lines. And it may not be what you see every week with some teams, but when you go up against the team of St. Clairsville, you know you're going to have to bring your A game and then some.
And Train, he said since January the 6th, they were actually preparing for St. Clairsville. He knew, barring any injuries, for Meadowbrook to get through the region, they would have to get by St. Clairsville. And the Meadowbrook defense held up for a long time, but now, like I said, just wearing down, and that's what St. Clairsville does to you. And Otto's extra point is good. So now 1:55 left here in the third quarter. St. Clairsville now leads 28-0. And Train, how about a shout out to our fine sponsors?
All right, we appreciate our sponsors for tonight: FMJ Indoor Range, Graham Excavating, Main Screen Printing, Schaefer Insurance, G&B Roofing, Downtown Arena, Westfall Services, Stop 9 Church of Christ, King Carpet Swim Away Pool and Spa, Box Drop Bydesville, and Black Epperson Funeral Home. And we also have a score update. I don't think we said it. Bloom Carroll was leading 21 at the half over Heath, and I have not seen a score change yet on that game. So it's still, we're going to say still 21-0 Bloom Carroll. That game's got to be into the third quarter. So Otto's going to be back, and he's kicking off from the 25 here. So obviously we missed a penalty on St. Clairsville.
Yeah, 15-yard variety. So Meadowbrook, as this ball is going to go out of bounds.
And really, that's no harm, no
yeah,
foul pretty much there. I mean, they're going to take over at the.
But do you have the option to have them re-kick?
That's a great question. They're just going to be content with taking it at the 35. Well, we're going to move forward some more. It's going to be at the 45. I guess because they were 10 yards back.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that makes sense. I think if they.
Well, wait. We're saying the first down marker's at the 49 now.
Oh, so it's a rule,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So even better for the Colts.
I think that's the first time I've ever seen that. So you automatically get it at midfield. So
first and 10 here, right at the 50.
Meadowbrook's going to run it to the outside.
And here they switched it up.
And Casey's
in.
Casey running hard there.
He picked up 11. That'll make it 10.
That was Thoburn who came in with the tackle. Well, Casey had a monster game against Vinton County, I believe it was. Casey again. And he'll get it to just over the 40 to about the 39. Adams in there on the tackle for the Red Devils. So second down and 9. Hupp looking, and he's going to be hit, and that's going to be Joswack again. Boy, Joswack has really
he picked up
come
that
out.
Personal foul earlier in the game for St. Clairsville, and set down a player or two, and but he's been making some plays here in the second half for the Red Devils.
Yes, he's really stood out here in the second half. Third down and 12. We're under a minute here in the third. Hupp again under trouble. He's in trouble. And Joswack gets him again. And
had a little help.
Who's he going to share the sack with?
Got 22?
Yeah, that is Jaden Zepps.
Yep.
And Train, that's why Meadowbrook hasn't totally abandoned the run, because you can't just drop back every play.
Yeah.
Now and be one-dimensional against this defense as Meadowbrook.
It looks like we're going to run it down.
Let it run out, yeah. So that's 3 quarters in the books here. It's the Division 4, Region 15, semifinals, the Final 4. And after 3, St. Clairsville leading Meadowbrook 28-0. We'll take a timeout and hear from our fine sponsors and be back for fourth quarter action. Welcome back to Brotherhood Stadium. 12 minutes left in the contest. Hupp rolling. And
Jeez. A swarm
throws
of
it
Red
up.
Devils.
It is
Oh,
incomplete.
Shields there on the coverage.
And again, jaws whack. Applying the pressure, and how Hupp avoided the sack there.
And probably you could say a good decision and also a break for St. Clairsville. They kind of tipped that up there. Meadowbrook player almost dove in there and made that catch, which would have really turned a turnover on downs into a big play for the Colts.
And St. Clairsville had a shot, nearly intercepted that, which would have been like a punt for Meadowbrook if they had. But now instead, St. Clairsville has it. Again at their own 42. Long pass, and this is going to be intercepted. Was that Dorsey?
Yep, that was Dorsey. So he's got a nice streak that continues. The last 3 games, he's got an interception. And I know the St. Clairsville fans here in the press box weren't very happy, wondering what they were doing passing there. So again, you remember when Meadowbrook had the turnover on downs in the first half? They got it on the next play on a fumble recovery. Well, turnover on downs and get it on an interception.
Nice run up the middle by Casey as he gets to about the 38-yard line.
A good 6-yard pickup. Or 4, I guess, yeah, 6-yard pickup from Casey.
And a nice block there by the center, Bailey Kuhn there to spring Casey. And here's an illegal procedure.
Yep. Man, and that's the 10th penalty now on the Colts. 10 penalties, 85 yards.
10 penalties, and St. Clairsville has.
Yeah, they have their share. They've got 6 penalties for 65 yards. So
we've had enough flags to have our own parade.
Mm-hmm.
Second down and 9 for Meadowbrook. Ball at their own 33. Up, looking, no one to throw it to. And he's going to be sacked.
Who do you think got it?
Oh, it got to be Drew Joswack. And again, there, you got to credit St. Clairsville's secondary train. This is the best secondary I've seen Meadowbrook face this year. Hupp, that's a coverage sack
exactly.
again.
You said it perfectly, a coverage sack. And even before Joswack made that sack, he pushed the Meadowbrook lineman back into Hupp almost brought Hupp down with the initial contact with that with the lineman, and then he was able to get by and make the play.
So now it's 3rd down, and we'll call it Port Washington to go. Hupp is going to be dropped again, and that's going to be, I believe, Zebbs.
Yeah, 22 and then 55, J.D. Adams, or excuse me, he's 65.
J.R.
Perry,
yeah.
Patron, 55.
Patron, okay.
Was in on the play as well, so.
Yeah, in St. Clairsville, they just run fresh bodies into their Patron, as you said, and now Meadowbrook.
Yeah, and unfortunately here, 4th and 19. You got to unfortunately punt it away here.
Yeah. Oberdick's going to
that's live.
pick it up. Wow. Still on his feet, but he's going to be dropped back at the 40.
Flowers,
yes.
Down there. Man, so that almost for the Colts got it back, but they end up slowing down Oberdick and even probably making him lose a couple yards on the return.
Yeah, the Red Devils went for the jugular on the last series on 1st down, but Dorsey intercepted the deep pass by Vera. You expect the Red Devils here with 9:27 left to go back to the ground and pound.
Yeah, I expect to see Jacob Jordan getting a few carries, Vera keeping it some, and even probably going back to that little the Buffalo, as you called it.
And it's Jordan. Oh, wow, what a move there, but nice tackle by Eubanks.
Yeah,
Well,
Eubanks.
Eubanks has had more open field tackles this season as we have seen any DB have.
I don't think I want to try tackling Jordan in the open field because that kid can juke and jive with the best of them.
Remember last week the outstanding freshman running back.
Yeah.
That's
Lincoln Gilcher. From
Gilcher,
Blythe.
yeah. He was in the secondary, and Eubanks, that turned out to be a big one. And there's Shields is going to be dropped in the backfield.
Clayton Hall.
Yeah. Clayton Hall has played well tonight, too. So now, a loss there makes it 3rd and 9.
And I mean, it's 3rd and 9. And the surprising thing is Jordan is out of the ball game. He was out on 2nd down. He's out here on 3rd down, kind of trying to look down the St. Clairsville bench, and I don't see him anywhere. I think it's just they're resting him.
Yeah, I think, you're up 28. You lost your starting quarterback last week. I think they're just probably taking Vera. That was a and that's going to be that's going to keep the drive going. Pass intended for Starks. And he gets thrown down after the play's over. Personal foul.
Come on, give us a bell. Come on. I think her arm's tired.
Just a tough situation there. I mean, obviously.
And Andrew Vera, this is his first varsity start. And, wow, what a time to pick it in the semifinals. And you can see the confidence growing, and he throws a fastball.
So now
Almost ex-Bear Jay Cutler-like. He does. I mean, he has thrown some balls on the rope.
So we talked about them sitting Jordan. Well, Jordan's back in. Now they have Vera out, and Shields is at quarterback. So obviously you can expect a little Wildcat look. There it is. And
boy, Shields.
Wow, man. Tell you what, Deshaun Mail had him right at the line, but he was able to just kind of keep his legs moving and got into that Meadowbrook secondary.
Yeah, and you look, Shields, a senior, 5'8". They got him listed at 170. He's had an outstanding game at linebacker and running the little Wildcat.
Yeah, 6 carries, 33 yards. But if you ask St. Clairsville people, they probably want to talk more about the pass breakups he has had and the numerous tackles that he's made for the Red Devils defense.
Yeah, and St. Clairsville kind of spreading the court, so to speak, and using as much clock as possible. It's Jordan. Another solid run, first down inside the Meadowbrook 30-yard line.
It's going to be a gain of 8. It looks like it's going to be down to the 29.
And the season's going to come to the end for Meadowbrook for the second year in a row at the hands of St. Clairsville, but in the regional semifinals. And, wow, just an outstanding year for Meadowbrook and first-year coach Steve Norman.
Nice tackle there in the backfield.
Hall.
Clayton Hall, Cam Morrison combined. And we're going to have a official injury timeout real quick as Mayo's going to trot off.
Yeah, Mel, remember, we had heard he was banged up coming in. And
had an ankle injury of some sort, I believe. Maybe shoulder. Can't remember if it was either ankle or shoulder.
now Vera back at quarterback as we're inside 10 seconds on the play clock and nearing the 6-minute mark. High snap. Jordan gets it. He's got running room. 20. And he'll be stood up right there.
So he's going to be just short of the first down on carry number 22 of the night for him.
Jordan in the first half hung around 50 yards or less. And it's hard to believe he's approaching the 200.
Yeah, he had some big runs there to end the first half and had a couple big ones here in the second half as well, including that big 43-yard touchdown run.
So a score by St. Clairsville would get a running clock as well as Jordan on 3rd and short picks up the first down. Now I believe Shields is in. And there's
we're gonna have a flag.
Illegal substitution. Now, could they have 12 guys on the field?
Yep.
I think that's it. Yeah, 12 players on the field. And at times, for this tired Meadowbrook defense, it's probably seemed like there's been at least 12 out there. So again, St. Clairsville chewing up the play clock, and they would probably like just to run out the clock on this series. As Shields gets hammered, he'll stay inbounds. That was 1st and 15.
We got another Meadowbrook player down here.
Yeah, and
Charlie Horse in the left calf Monday night, Tuesday morning. It wasn't very fun.
yeah. And that was Reese. And Reese was being assisted there by Austin Porter, the Red Devils, who was helping them stretch it out. So nice display of sportsmanship there.
He must be in the PT class at St. Clairsville getting some clinical hours.
So still 33 seconds on the play clock, and the Red Devils, they're just going to stand there. And that's good. We've seen some teams have their offensive line have to sit down in their stance for about 20 seconds before they snap it. But Redskins don't do it there, and that's –
they snapped that with 8 seconds on the play clock, too. So
that was Shields. as we're nearing the 3.5-minute mark.
So a 6-yard gain there. And I'm sure they're probably going to keep it pretty basic here and probably run that same play.
Yeah, and Red Devils, they're taking Avery Henry out, the left tackle that's headed to the Buckeyes as he gets a standing ovation. And Train, when you look at this region, we talked about 16 solid teams. Am I correct? Did it hold chalk all the way through? Or
John Glenn losing to Meadowbrook.
That was the only one then, right? We think.
I think maybe Heath knocking off Indian Valley last week might have been one too, possibly. I can't quote me on it, but I think
that was Jacob Walker on the carry.
So his first carry. So it's going to be 4th and a long 2 from the 9. And really, St. Clairsville is a first down away from
they could literally go the victory formation, and they're going to use every bit of this time. And Shields will probably keep it, I would assume. He does. He's got the first down.
He's got the first.
And he's short about the 1. Now we'll see what the.
And we have a flag down. And it's a hold, so we're going to do it all over again. It's going to be 4th and a little longer.
So that'll be a holding call. We have seen enough holding calls. Train, this will be our last football broadcast of the 2021 football season, and it has been a blast.
Oh, definitely, and it's always exciting when you get to go to a live stream and see a team make a big tournament run. We had well, not you personally, but as a KGP, we had that great experience with the Meadowbrook basketball team last winter, and then obviously the football team last year, and then now this year, we're making it all the way to the regional semifinals for the 2nd straight year. And unfortunately, it's the same team, St. Clairsville Red Devils, that they run into that's going to eliminate them.
Yeah, there's a 1:32 left, 4th and 9 timeout. And as always, we truly honored to have the lovely and effervescent producer tonight, Shylene Costello. Just what a valuable asset she is to the KGP family, and does a great job running the camera and keeping us online. And that's not always easy to do with a lot of the different venues and some of the internet issues that you run into. So she's done a great job.
Second to none.
Yeah, and we want to congratulate St. Clairsville and wish them good luck next week. They're going to, so it's the number 1 and number 2 seed as Bloom Carroll and St. Clairsville will hook up next Friday night. 35-0 Bloom Carroll up is the last score. We've got Vera looking to the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown, Austin Porter, I believe.
Is it 40 or 10? It's number 40, I thought.
Wait, we'll see.
That's
no, that is 40. Okay.
Tyson Pastor.
That was Tyson Pastor, yeah.
And I tell you what, he's got to have some happy parents in the stands. That kid's a freshman, and I'm sure that's probably his first career varsity touchdown. I'm sure his parents are extremely thrilled for him.
And he's 6'2" and went up and got it. I could just from our angle see the 0 and wasn't sure if it was him or Porter. And here's a flag.
Hey, why not?
Legal procedure against St. Clairsville. And another fine throw by Andrew Raider Nation Vera. And we want to give a shout out to our fine Raider fans that are watching in Oakland, California and around the Bay Area tuning in to watch Andrew Vera really put on the show as Otto's kick is up, and it's good. So the 16-yard touchdown pass by Vera. And Train, it was nice to come in and have a gentleman walk by me and then break out in the Raider chant because I'm wearing my Raider jacket, and it was Andrew's dad who showed me his Raider tattoo on his calf. So
Also, I believe he said you two are now new best friends.
his new best
as well,
friend,
So,
absolutely, and
that's what's awesome is like obviously I saw a person wearing a Bears hoodie out here. It's kind of cool seeing people from different areas. You don't see. I mean, obviously it's the Steelers, Bengals, and Browns country. So you don't see any of the other teams. Most of them are fans of those three. But whenever you see someone that's a favorite of your team, you kind of always have to say, "Hey, how's it going? Bears fan, huh? Or Raiders fan, huh?"
But the Vera family from Oakland, and got to chat with him, and amazingly he kept the lid on the news that his son was going to be starting tonight. So and that was that? I think that was McManaway who.
I don't think it was McMahon. I want to say it was 24, but I'm looking on here, and we don't have a 24
Okay.
on
Well,
the,
McManaway had the football unless someone handed it to him, and he tossed it to the ref. So
So 1 minute and counting here.
So an outstanding season for Meadowbrook will come to an end as that pass is incomplete. Intended for Launder. So Hupp, he's going to tuck it and run it. It will get over midfield to about the 41-yard line.
I mean, you kind of hate to see that, but I know it's going to be the last high school game of Josh Hupp's career here, and seeing him take those hits, you don't really want to see him get hurt, especially on the last game of the season.
Yeah, and Meadowbrook's going to take a timeout. Remember, it is a running clock, 17 seconds, and Meadowbrook, they really want to try to stick it in the end zone here on their last drive of the season.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it's going to be a bad game, but maybe end on a positive note. Those seniors can look back and say, our last drive we got that touchdown, which was kind of cool. But
and this senior class, well, they have so much to be proud of, as the Red Devils have emptied their bench.
I'm sure there's
for this last play.
I'm sure there's numerous accolades that we're going to miss. I mean, obviously they have the most wins in a 4-year span. The senior class does.
And Hupp going deep, and it's
out of bounds.
Yeah, and that will be the last play. So that is it, and congratulations to the St. Clairsville Red Devils. Now the officials are walking everybody back. Meadowbrook may have taken another timeout. So they're going to ask for some time to be put on the clock. They want 1 second, I believe. So Meadowbrook wants one more shot at it here. From the 46 of St. Clairsville. So this will be the last. And now that's.
And they accidentally started the clock when he blew the.
Wait,
okay.
yeah.
Well, I think it's because there was a second left. They had to With the
automatically
running
start the
clock,
running clock, yeah. And so now the game is over. And here in the Division 4 Region 15 semifinals, from Brotherhood Stadium in Indian Valley, it's St. Clairsville who advances to the regional finals, where they'll take on Bloom Carroll as they knock off the Meadowbrook Colts. And what a great season the Meadowbrook Colts have, but it comes to an end against an outstanding St. Clairsville Red Devil squad.
Yeah, and obviously St. Clair's was a great team and a great program. Coach Norman knew coming in it was going to be a tough task, but he wasn't going to back down from the challenge, and he knew his kids weren't going to back down to the challenge. Like I said, congratulations to this senior class of Meadowbrooks. I believe they ended with 32 wins in their 4-year span. The 10 victories this season's the most in a single season for Meadowbrook. I'm sure there's other accolades that we're kind of forgetting about. Obviously, Josh Hupp put up monster numbers this year to set some school records. I think they were the second most highest scoring team in Meadowbrook history. In one game, they scored the second most amount of points. Garrett Milam had the most extra points in a game record. I mean, I know there's a lot of stuff that I'm forgetting. I'm just trying to remember the stuff off the top of my head. But, I mean, unfortunately it ends tonight, but it was a great season for this Meadowbrook Colts team.
Yeah, and when you look at it, when you look in Division 4, only one team's going to win their last game. And Meadowbrook, to make it to the regional semifinals, back-to-back years, that's the longest, most successful playoff run in school history. Just so much to be proud of. And I'll tell you what, Train, we will take our final timeout, come back, and wrap things up as St. Clairsville knocks off Meadowbrook. Your final score, 35-0. And we'll be back after this timeout. Welcome back to Brotherhood Stadium here on the campus of Indian Valley High School as the Division 4 Region 15 semifinal game has reached its conclusion, and St. Clairsville will advance to the regional finals, where they'll take on Bloom Carroll after they have knocked off a gallant effort by the Meadowbrook Colts. St. Clairsville on the opening drive would get their scoring started, and it would be Andrew Vera making his first career varsity start in place of the injured starting quarterback Drew Sefcik. And it would be Vera who would throw a screen pass to Jacob Jordan, and we will hear more from Jordan later. And Jordan would take it 40 yards to the house, and the extra point by Lucas Otto was good, and St. Clairsville would lead Meadowbrook 7-0 and carry that score into the second quarter, where with just 50 seconds remaining in the first half, Jacob Jordan would get it going on the ground as he would take it in from 22 yards out. The Otto extra point was good, and St. Clairsville would lead 14-0 at the half. St. Clairsville would take the opening drive of the third quarter, they would convert on a 4th and 1, just short of midfield, and then would cap off the drive again with a Jacob Jordan 43-yard touchdown run. The auto extra point was good, and St. Clairsville would increase their lead to 21-0. Next possession, again, St. Clairsville would get it going on the ground. And one more time, Jacob Jordan would close that possession with another touchdown run, this time from 17 yards out. The auto extra point was good. St. Clairsville would lead 28-0 heading in to the final fourth quarter. And then, with under 2 minutes left, it would be an Andrew Vera 16-yard touchdown pass to Tyson Pastor. The extra point by Otto was good, and St. C would wrap up the scoring for the game with a 35-0 lead, which would be your final. St. Clairsville 35, Meadowbrook 0, and we'll look at some final stats as we head out.
Yeah, so final statistics, we'll start with the Colts. They had 30 carries, 87 yards. Leading away was Bopp with 16 for 71, and Casey had 4 for 20. Passing-wise, credit St. Clairsville's defense. I have Hupp only 8 of 26 passing for 92 yards. I think this may have been the only game this year he passed for under 100 yards. So, again, you got to give credit to the St. Clairsville defense. Leading receiver was Hunter Eubanks, 4 catches, 33 yards. Cale Flowers, 3 catches, 26 yards. Ty Griffin had a 33-yard reception. On the other end, for St. Clairsville, I have him with 42 carries, 328 yards offense. Obviously led by star running back Jacob Jordan, 23 carries, 186 yards. Had 3 rushing touchdowns along with the 40-yard touchdown reception, so 4 total touchdowns. Shields had 10 carries, 44 yards. Vera had 6 carries, 44 yards. Woodford had that 39-yard jaunt there right before the end of the half, where they kind of tried surprising the Colts, catching them off guard. Oberdick had a 12-yard run, and the Walker kid got a 3-yard run for St. Clairsville. Vera was 6 of 13 passing, 106 yards through the through 2 touchdown passes. Or did he have the touchdown pass, the last one in the game? I don't know if that was Vera, if that was somebody else. I can't remember, but he did have the touchdown pass to Jordan. He did have. Did he throw the second one, or was it somebody else? The last touchdown.
Vera. He threw it to Pastor.
Okay, Vera did have the touchdown. Okay. I wrote it down as him, but I was thinking, was he in there at that time? Because they kind of were moving guys in and out. Receiving-wise, Jordan had, like we said, the 1 catch, 40 yards for the touchdown. Oberdick had 2 catches, 13 yards. Woodford had an 18-yard reception. Westlake had a 12-yard reception. Pastor had the 16-yard touchdown reception. So, I mean, obviously it started with Jordan with his big game with 186 yards rushing, 40 yards receiving, and 4 total touchdowns. He was the big weapon. Credit Meadowbrook, they did a great job. His first 11 carries, he only had 44 yards rushing. His next 12, he had 142. So it just seemed like once he got going, he was able to break some big runs. But, I mean, that's when you get to this level, you're going to see those elite players like him, and obviously the offensive linemen like Avery Henry that are just absolute stars on the gridiron. And, of course, we want to wish good luck to St. Clairsville next week, as they're going to get a revenge game for them with Bloom Carroll. Bloom Carroll knocked them out of the playoffs last year. So,
yeah, congratulations to the Red Devils, and good luck to them. And as we head out, congratulations one more time to the Meadowbrook Colts, and just an outstanding season for Coach Steve Norman, his first year at the helm. What a great job he did, the coaching staff and the kids, and Byesville and all of Guernsey County and around have a lot to be proud of the season that the Meadowbrook Colts had. And Train, as we head out, we want to give one final KGP, thank you and shout out to the fine veterans as we got to celebrate Veterans Day yesterday, and it's Veterans Day weekend. We want to thank all the veterans out there. We love our freedoms that we have, and we wouldn't have them without the sacrifices of our veterans. So happy Veterans Day, and if you haven't already, please be sure to call, or when you come in contact with the veteran, be sure to thank them for their service to the good old USA. So,
Yeah, and I got a couple co-workers, Brian Folks and Gage Damon, who have served for our country, and Gage is kind of currently still is. So definitely want to give a shout out to two of them and thank them for them service. And another thank you is to Indian Valley High School. Great job hosting here tonight, and the hospitality they showed us, and very appreciative, and just a great facility here that they have.
Yeah, great hospitality by Indian Valley, and they got another big game tomorrow night, Barnesville and Fort Fry. That ought to be a lot of fun. And you mentioned veterans, Meadowbrook grad and Buckeye Trail employee, and Coach Terry Perry spoke at the Veterans Day program today and did a super job. So on behalf of the KG family, Caleb Graham, Brittany Rowe, Shylin Costello, D-Train, I'm merely Tom Strasser. We enjoyed bringing you this game, and we'll take a few weeks off and see you on the basketball courts as well. So on behalf of the KGB family, have a great and safe weekend. Final score, St. Clairsville 35, Meadowbrook 0. Have a great weekend, everyone.